YouTube, welcome to KC's Garage. We're a brand new channel, and today we have a something special. We have a vehicle that we purchased through Copart. It's our very first Copart rebuild, in fact, rebuild in general. And we just picked up the car yesterday, and it's a project that being Chocolate Lover. She's going to be creating her own channel here pretty soon. Not sure exactly what content that's going to be geared around, but that's something to...
it's going to be everything.
Everything, alright. So that'll be coming in the very near future. But anyhow, we picked up the vehicle yesterday, got it back home late last night. I was going to do some footage last night, but it was pretty dark. So decided to just wait till today. And pretty much the vehicle's untouched. We did have to replace remove the hood on the car because it was wrinkled up pretty good. And I will have some video of me picking up the car and some pictures kind of spliced into this video somewhere. But we'd have to remove the hood just so I could get to the battery and disconnect it, just for safety precautions. But other than that, today our goal is to just kind of look over the car, start taking some stuff off that's broken, and start making a parts list, and then decide how to proceed from here. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and show you the vehicle. Alright, so here it is. We have a 2005 Ford Mustang GT. Now like I said, it's pretty much untouched, except for the hood I had to remove, which I'll show you here in a minute. It was just wrinkled up. It was kind of fun last night. I wish I had some footage of this, but I did actually have to get on top of the hood and stand on the vehicle and jump on it a little bit to kind of flatten it down so I could get under to get to the bolts. But anyhow, it's a front end collision, as you can see. The rest of the car is in very good shape. Being very dusty for sitting in the Copart lot for who knows how long. But it's got several aftermarket parts on the vehicle. It's got the K&N filter, cold air intake. It's got had upgraded headlights and fog lights. It had the new, I think they call HIDs. I'll have to look that up. But kind of gives the lights more of a blue tint than the yellowish tint. And other than that, it's got some cosmetic upgrades. It's got the window louvers on the windows. It's got aftermarket tail lights. A lot of this stuff I think was probably purchased on American Muscle. It's where I've actually purchased a lot of things myself for my personal vehicle, which I'll show you here in a little bit. But you see, you got the tail lights on the back, the Shelby 500 badge, but this is a GT. And it's got the Borla dual axleback exhaust. And then over here on the other side of the garage is my pride and joy, my personal vehicle, which is a 2007 Mustang GT, Vista Blue. Chocolate Lover is gonna, I guess, be Vanna White here. But it also has a lot of the same upgrades to it. I got the same tail lights. I have pipe bombs, axleback exhaust on it, so it's very loud. But anyhow, I'll show you more of that car later. Back to this car. And now I'm going to show you the inside. I'm not going to open the door up all the way because the fenders are into the door. You got the red leather interior, as you can see. Airbag is deployed on the driver's side on the steering wheel. Other than that, though, the car is in very good shape. Not sure exactly how many miles are on it. Copart it had it listed as a not a start and drive, but I did do a VIN search on it, and I'm guessing it's going to have around 88,000 miles. So we'll see. But my goal is to, like I said, kind of start tearing things apart today. I'm not sure how much I'm going to get on video because it is already starting to get dark here in Kansas, but and it's starting to get cold as well. But we're going to hopefully start tearing things apart, get the battery pulled out, and I want to put a charger on it to see if I can at least get a little juice out of it. I may have to go buy a new battery. And that's one thing about these S197 Mustangs. That's the 2005, I believe, through 2009 generation. Is Ford did not put a trunk release button on the inside of the vehicle. So to get in the trunk, you either have to have the key fob or actually use the key. On this particular vehicle, you saw the Shelby GT500 badge on the back. That's where the key goes in the trunk. Whoever upgraded, previous owner that upgraded the or changed the badge out, did not change the key. So the key that actually goes to the car will no longer actually open the trunk. So you have to have the key fob, which it does have one, hopefully it works, to open the trunk. Yeah, it's a garage door opener that was left in the car. And if you're the previous owner of this car by any chance, and have proof to show me that you own the vehicle, and you need your garage opener back, I'll send it to you. Just leave the comments or email me through the page. But anyhow, this is kind of exciting. This, like I said, is our first Copart vehicle. And this is also my first video for our channel. So this is all new. I have a GoPro we'll be using. Unfortunately, it is the new GoPro 6. I went and charged and updated it yesterday, and it doesn't work. So we'll have to figure that one out. So everything's going to be done today with the phone. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, one more thing before we start getting things torn apart and getting our hands dirty. Chocolate Lover here is going to be helping me out. And since, like I said, we cannot open the trunk because the battery is dead and the key will not open it, she has volunteered to crawl through the back seat and actually see if there's anything in the trunk. And then hopefully, I think there is a release tab of the help I'm stuck in the trunk handle to where she will be able to pull that and open up the trunk. So this will be the first time opening it, and we'll see what's in there. All right. Oh, it's sealed in.
Hi!
All right, looks like a pretty clean trunk. So watch your step coming out. Why don't you just go back through the seats? There's nowhere to step out back here.
Small.
Ah, okay. All right, so I need to grab a charger. My phone's also dying, so bad luck, I guess, today taping or video recording. But all right, we'll be back in a minute. A little bit here. I'm going to take the grill off. As you can see, the grill is smashed up pretty good. The pony did survive.
Pony.
Alright, so let's take the pony out of here. I guess the nice thing about this is
Do I get to
all the clips are broke, so it's easy to move. I think what we'll do here, get these broken fog lights off, get the bulbs out of there. Looks like it's got nice bulbs. And we'll go ahead and get this bumper cover off, as you can see, and then we'll be able to see the frame better. As you can see, the bulb the connector that comes out of the wiring harness out of the vehicle is busted up pretty bad. So I don't know if it's something I can fix or if I'll just have to clip that out and splice in a new one. But that's something we'll have to remember to do. Let's go ahead and get the other one out. Just a couple of screws down here that hold the bumper and the inner fender liner together, which on this side is completely destroyed, so we'll have to remove it as well. Alright, got one more on the bottom, it looks like. Kind of hard to take a screw out when there's no resistance. Just wants to pop back at you. Oh, here's part of the headlight. Ah. So this had dynamic headlights on it. So it had some aftermarket tinted headlights.
Can we throw that away?
Can't throw that away. And we'll have to start getting some baggies here in a little bit to put the screws in and label it so we know where the screws go when we go back to put it together again. So there's that. And it looks like we got probably a couple more on this side. So we'll go ahead and get the other side done. Bumper is off. Alright. Now we'll be able to see the structure of the vehicle better. And let's get the bumper out of here. Put this in the back of the truck. Okay, so here's the hood. It's not near as curved as it was when we got the vehicle because, like I said, I jumped around like a monkey on it last night to straighten it out enough to get underneath there and at least get the bolts off the hinges that hold the hood down to the car so that I could at least get to the bolts there to get those off. And then so anyway, you can see the hood is pretty curved. But the liner on the inside did survive, so we'll probably be able to reuse that. And so we'll take that off of there one of these days, and then we'll get rid of this hood because it is trash. So let's go back over here and look at the bumper. The bumper, as you can see, we saw, let's take it off. It is also trash. Huge hole in the front where it ran into another object. A couple cracks on the side. Pretty trash all around, so we will be getting rid of that as well and getting a new one. Now let's go back and look at the frame a little bit more and see how it is looking. And Chocolate Lover will zoom in here for us. So, yeah, we'll have to measure it out and kind of get a closer look at it, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. We'll have to get some new foam that it goes in between the bumper and the bumper cover. But I don't see any cracks, I don't see any creases. We'll have to bend this back up just a little bit. Right here, that's no big deal. It doesn't affect the structure of the vehicle whatsoever. The main thing we're going to have to replace is new AC condenser, new radiator, and definitely a radiator support. It is no longer even really there, completely came unwelded. And new covers, miscellaneous stuff, probably new reservoir. I'm sure it's cracked and busted for the antifreeze. Cold air intake might have survived. If not, I have parts off of my 2007 car that I can put on this one. So once we get this all tore apart, we will kind of decide more what we want to do. I have put it on me. I have a couple ideas. One is fixing this back to OEM specs, back to the way the car came from the factory. You know, new fenders, new bumper, GT bumper, GT hood. Or another thought I have, something I've always wanted to do in my 2007, is a Shelby GT500 conversion kit. So I don't know. Once I kind of dive into these parts a little bit more, make a part list, I'll kind of see what makes more sense. Obviously, don't want to lose money on the project car, but thought is of converting the '07 to the Shelby, and then taking the parts off this car, which is exactly what that car needs, and then we'd be fixing two cars. So I don't know. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. What you would do. And we have some neighbors. That's right. Go ahead and follow. Come here. Hey, you. How are you doing, huh? Alright, so let's see if we can pull these. There we go. That one pretty much fell out, I guess, when we did the bumper. This one actually, so it's a two-piece liner. They kind of go together. This one's actually not broken. So we will salvage that.
And clean that.
I'm surprised it's not broken. And 2 for 2. Wow, I'm actually surprised these are not destroyed. I thought they were busted.
What about the other side?
So tomorrow, or maybe not tomorrow because it's supposed to get really cold here tomorrow, maybe for the next few days. And I do not have the biggest garage in the world, so I have to have the door open just to work on the car. But when I get these wheels taken off, get the car jacked up in the front, and then we'll be able to kind of get underneath and look. Alright, it's off the ground. Probably should have broke those loose just a little bit, but we'll go ahead and get this wheel taken off. And let me get the air wrench. And here we go, I'll be right back.
The tire moves fast.
Okay, so I think we're going to wrap it up for the day. It's starting to get dark out, and so our lighting's getting bad to take video footage. We're just going to put this jack stand under the passenger front tire and get the other tire off and get a jack stand under it and call it quits. And then hopefully tomorrow, if it's not unbearably cold, we'll come out and do a little bit more work on it. But other than that, or if it is, we might have to wait a few days. But I'd like to see more content, and hopefully the content will get better. Like I said, it's our first video, and we'll hopefully get the GoPro working again, and so we have a little better camera to get better angles on. But anyhow, we're going to call it quits, and don't forget to like and
subscribe
and hit that notification bell, and you'll see some future content and see the outcome of this vehicle. So have a good day, and peace.